everybody, and welcome back to the World of Sports Battlefield. I am your host, the King, Kaleb Koho, and we are almost done with round number 1 of this tournament. And guess what? I'm finally not alone at the sports desk. I grabbed my Fandom partner in crime, Tim the Hulk Brzakala, who knows very little about sports if they don't have Wisconsin people in it. Tim, how excited are you to be here?
I was so excited that I'm wearing a sports ball hat today. I never wear hats. You've never seen me wear a hat, but we're talking about the sports ball, so I've got to play the part. This should be an interesting match. I know nothing about how good these competitors are in sports. So yeah, hopefully we don't get too many questions about tennis.
Well, we're gonna see the number 3 seed Jim the Wolf Green making his return to the sports division against a rookie newcomer at the 14 seed, the Brawler JD West. Good tournament matchup. I'm excited to see this go. We'll go ahead and hear what these two have to say right now in promos.
It's great to be in the realm of sports battlefield. To be honest, I have a little bit of knowledge, but I don't know how I compare to a 3 seed. So if I advance, great. If I don't, that's fine too. I at least held in with somebody on the podium. So it'll be great to figure out exactly how good I am at sports ball trivia.
Nice to be back here with Kaleb Koho. I'm better than, as denoted by my name in this, and the fun and youthful Tim, because his hat is on backwards, which shows how fun and cool he is. Last time I played in sports trivia, I was asked to know what year's stadiums opened, and my opponent was asked who played in the World Series 2 years ago. And I ended up losing that match, so I didn't get to answer Kurt Angle in championship matches about UFC. This one, 1 second, mozzarella stick. My flip. I forget mozzarella stick. This one, I'm just going to try and win, and we'll see what happens. That's all I got.
Some absolute fire promos. Someone is eating a mozzarella stick. Someone's internet broke up a little bit. This is going to be a good match. Tim, what are your thoughts before we get in the match?
This is crazy. I'm now a grumpy old man. I'm no longer youthful. Jim is eating food. JD might not be wearing pants. Who knows? The world is a scary place in sports battlefield. We'll see what happens.
PJ.
All right, he's in PJs. We're good then.
All right, we're moving into round number 1 of the dark underbelly of Multiplex. The first round works like this. You are going to get 8 questions whiteboard from the 8 different realms of movie Battleground. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you should get a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions in round number 1?
Are there any Minnesota Vikings questions in this?
I cannot confirm nor deny the inclusion of any Minnesota Vikings questions in this match. All right, so with that out of the way, we'll get into your first question, which is in the category of the NFL.
What Minnesota Vikings player?
What Packers running back did the Seattle Seahawks sign in 2016?
You're speaking my language, Kaleb Koho.
I know I am.
Not the Seahawks part of that question.
Can you repeat that? You kind of broke up there in the middle.
I can. What Packers running back did the Seattle Seahawks sign in 2016? All right, we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. We're going to start with JD.
I know he's the quarterback, but I was about to write Jordan Rodgers.
That is incorrect. We're going to go to Jim.
Oh, never mind. I could have swore you said running back. Thought you said running back.
I did say running back.
Okay. I don't got an answer.
Oh, looking for Eddie Lacy.
All right. Guys, your next question is going to be in the category of the NBA. What team represented the Eastern Conference in the 2003 NBA Finals?
Let me give a special shout out to one Warhawk Thomas Scully for helping me with this match. So thank you, Mr. Scully.
I'm writing this kind of weird, but whatever.
We're going to go 5.
Interesting banter.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jim.
Detroit.
As incorrect, we're going to go to JD.
Okay, I had the Knicks.
As also incorrect, looking for the New Jersey Nets. New Jersey Nets. All right, guys, your third question is in the category of the MLB. What team did Ken Griffey Jr. end his MLB career with?
I ended my MLB career this year.
Oh, really? What position did you play?
I played shortstop.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I played the umpire. 5,
That's why I've got these thick legs.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with JD.
Chicago White Sox.
That is incorrect. We're going to go to Jim.
I said the Reds.
It's also incorrect. Looking for the Seattle Mariners, the team he started, he ended with.
All right. Didn't know the Chicago White Sox were a thing, but we'll get into the next question, which is going to be in the category of the NHL.
Study
What?
hockey.
What is the mascot for the Minnesota NHL team?
Are you asking what the team name is or what the literal mascot is?
We're looking for the team name.
The current one.
Yeah, the current team name for the
Okay.
Minnesota NHL team.
Because mascots are like, oh, it's Timmy the timber guy, and it's like, okay, how much?
Bootstrap Brzakala, I prefer.
Bootstrap Brzakala. That wasn't even Pirate Those Russian. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jim.
Wild.
That is correct. And JD.
I got nothing.
All right. So Jim draws first blood, and he is on the board. Your fifth question of the round comes in the category of the UFC. What UFC fighter's nickname is T-City?
Kurt Angle.
Did you know that back in 2011, one Hobbit Parker was in the UFC?
Really? Did he
That's where I
fight?
met him.
What was he? What was he, like a flyweight? Featherweight?
Yeah.
No weight?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with JD.
I don't follow UFC that hard, so I just said Tom Kane.
That's not a person that exists.
Incorrect. We're
I
going
have
to Jim.
no idea, so I just guessed Brian Ortega.
That is correct for a point. It is Brian Ortega.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to be in the category of, I'm assuming this
Soccer.
means football, soccer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who won the 2010 FIFA World Cup?
The men's World Cup, right?
Men's.
Did you know that I'm pretty sure those British or English folk called it football?
I think there are many a British English folk that call this football, and I say they're probably right. Why is our football called football? We barely
I would
use
say they're
feet.
probably wrong. I
Well,
mean,
we don't
like,
use feet except to kick our ball. Kickoff. 5.
like Tony Heald. He's wrong about everything.
True. 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jim.
I don't remember 10, so I guess Brazil.
That's incorrect. And JD.
I put Manchester United.
That is a Premier League team, and that is incorrect. Looking for Spain. Country of Spain.
Damn it! I knew it was a Latin team.
All right. Your penultimate question in sports is in the category of golf. Who was named the PGA Tour Rookie of the Year in 1996?
I don't want to give away the answer, but I think it was me.
Oh, wow. Really? I didn't even know you played golf, man. Whoa.
I mean, I was 2 years old, but I think I
Prodigy. You were a
probably
prodigy.
did. I think it was me.
Hey, regular repeat.
Okay. That is your first repeat. Who was named the PGA Tour Rookie of the Year in 1996?
That's his second repeat. He did a repeat on the
All right.
Packers.
You're all right. You're all right. I apologize.
No, That was a technical. This was my first legit.
Sure.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with JD.
Pens down, JD.
I
JD.
was just about to write Ricky Fowler.
That's incorrect. And we'll go to Jim.
I'm going to take a stab and say Tiger Woods.
It is Tiger Woods for a point.
The small-known golfer known as Tiger Woods.
All right, guys, and your final question in round number 1.
Mixed bag. Sorry, I don't have that written down as the category.
Who won? Well, yeah, I would assume it's, what is it? And
Mixed bag. Mixed bag.
Oh, mixed bag. I'm sorry. Okay. Who won the 2014 Heisman Trophy?
Oh, fucking Christ. Okay. 2014?
I'm looking at this bonus question, and I fucking hate you.
I know. know. I know you hate me. It was originally the round one. It was round 1 question.
What year is it right now? It's 2019.
That is correct.
That is a factual statement. That it is 2019.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, that is Jim's first repeat.
All right. Who won the 2014 Heisman Trophy?
Let me make sure there's nobody playing for a Minnesota team or on a Minnesota team that will win a Heisman before I finalize this answer.
Okay, I see.
It was Bud Grant. Bud Grant.
All right. Well, you know what?
I'm ready now. You don't have to count it down.
3, 2, 1. JD.
Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel.
That's incorrect. And we'll go to Jim.
So my math is we're on the 4th year plus the 5th year option. He's on his 5th year option. He won the Heisman when he was drafted. I'm gonna say Jameis Winston.
It's incorrect. You 1 year off Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Marcus
I couldn't
Mariota.
remember what year.
All right. So at the end of round number 1, Jim holds the lead 3-0. But anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round. It works like this. We're going to bring up a lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. And if you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being only worth 1. You can't spin again, but you're stuck with whether you land on the second time. That is the wrong wheel. Need the next wheel. It's the problem of having 2 wheels.
I don't give a shit what the categories are. JD can go.
Okay.
No. We already know what all the categories are, so
Yep.
JD can,
Yep. All right. There we go. All right. Categories, of course, NFL, NBA, MLB, UFC, NHL, soccer, golf, mixed bag, and spinners, and opponent choice. Wheel is up, and JD, you have been determined to go first, so your spin is away. And it lands on the NHL. NHL, would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
Study hockey.
All right. And you are stuck with the category of the NFL. The NFL.
Okay,
right, so
I'm fine with that.
I will go ahead and give you your NFL questions to make it look like I'm not biased. All right. Your questions in the NFL, JD. All right, your first question in NFL. Who did the Cleveland Browns take first overall in the 1999 NFL Draft?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Courtney Brown, B, Tim Couch, C, Gerard Warren, or D, Kellen Winslow.
C.
That is incorrect, Jim. The chance for 1
The
point.
answer is Tim Couch, quarterback, University of Kentucky.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Your second question in the NFL. Who famously intercepted Peyton Manning to seal the New Orleans Saints' victory in Super Bowl 44?
I know the name, but multiple choice.
Is it A, Tracy Porter, B, Roman Harper, C, Darren Sharper, or D, Malcolm Jenkins?
Roman Harper.
That is incorrect,
The
Jim.
answer is Tracy Porter.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Your third question in the NFL, JD. Malcolm Smith won the Super Bowl MVP as a member of what NFL team?
Multiple.
Your options are A, the Baltimore Ravens, B, the Seattle Seahawks, C, the New England Patriots, or D, the Philadelphia Eagles. Five.
Eagles.
That's incorrect, Jim.
The answer is the Seattle Seahawks.
That's correct for another 1 point
Denver
steal.
Broncos.
Correct for another 1 point steal. All right, JD, your fourth question in the NFL. What NFL running back holds the record for most touchdowns in a single season?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Sean Alexander, B, Barry Sanders, C, Jim Brown, or D, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Can you repeat the options again?
Sure. Your options are A, Sean Alexander, B, Barry Sanders, C, Jim Brown, or D, LaDainian Tomlinson. Yeah.
Barry Sanders.
That is incorrect, Jim.
It's number 21 from Texas Christian University, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Correct for the 1 point steal.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
All right. And JD, your last question in the round two category of the NFL. Franco Harris made the infamous Immaculate Reception in the 1972 AFC Divisional Playoff. Who were the Steelers playing in that game?
Multiple.
Your options are A, the Oakland Raiders, B, the Kansas City Chiefs, C, the New York Jets, or D, the Miami Dolphins.
New York Jets.
That is incorrect, Jim, for the 1 point steal.
Raiders.
That is correct for 1 point. And at the end of that, Jim gets himself up to 8. JD still holding 0. And Jim, we bring back the wheel for your spin.
Good job on the win, buddy.
All right, your spin is away, and it lands on the category of UFC. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll keep it.
All right.
Caleb, I will give him his questions in UFC. Jim just needs to get 3 points in order to make this a knockout.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
All right, Jim. Who did Conor McGregor defeat at the UFC 189 to become the interim featherweight champion, while the division's undisputed champion, Jose Aldo, was sidelined with a rib injury?
Jose Aldo, who Conor McGregor did defeat in 13 seconds once he returned, but he did defeat Chad Mendes in this fight.
That is correct for 2 points. Question. Former Bellator and one what is FC? I don't know what that means.
Let me see. One FC welterweight champion.
Okay. Former Bellator and one FC welterweight champion Ben Askren made his UFC debut against which ex-UFC champion?
Was that the debut? JB's not going to know it, so I'll take the guess. I'm going to go with Robbie Lawler.
That is correct for 2 points.
The one mistake Herb Dean has made in like 10 years, but whatever.
All right, your third question. The last time two-division champion Amanda Nunes lost in her career was at UFC 178 against who?
Yikes, it's Amanda Nunes. Who did she last lose to? Multiple choice.
A, Shayna Baszler.
No.
B, Alexis Davis.
No.
C, Sarah D'Aleo. And D, Kat Zingano.
I'm going to say Kat Zingano.
That is correct for 1 point. Your final question, or I'm sorry, your fourth question.
Pentultimate?
Pentultimate.
Various fight commentators have described Mirko Cro Cop's kicking game as right leg hospital, left leg blank.
Okay, this is an actual difficult question. What's the score?
It is currently 13-0.
I'm going to say the morgue.
That is incorrect.
JD for the 2 point steal.
Repeat the question.
All right. Various fight commentators have described Mirko Krokrop's kicking game as right leg hospital, left leg blank.
Left leg prison.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for cemetery.
Yeah, I was on the right track of you die.
Morgue was a multiple choice option. Okay. Your final question, Jim. How many times did Chris Weidman successfully defend his UFC middleweight championship? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5.
2.
2 is incorrect. JD, chance for a 1-point steal.
3.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, that was a 1-point steal, and it's 13-1. All right, big 1-point steal for JD to stay in this game. It is 13-1 as we get into round number 3, which works like this. We're bringing back a second wheel with no spinners and opponent's choice on it for you guys to spin. If you land on a category you like, you can get those for a 1, 2, and 3-point question, or you can double them for a 2, 4, and 6, but they become stealable at that point. You can't spin again if you don't let the category land on the first time. We bring up the wheel now. JD, you are behind, so you'll be going first, and your spin is away, and it lands on the category of soccer. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, and you are stuck with the category of the NBA.
Yikes. Get ready for these Michael Campbell fucking questions, dog.
All right, NBA. And JD, you do have to double these to stay in the game, unless you want just forfeit it right there by picking 1, 2, and 3. So, all right, your 2-point NBA question: what state did the Warriors move to LA from?
And repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat. What state did the Warriors move to LA from?
Probably going to get TK Washington.
Jim for the 2-point steal.
Pennsylvania.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Jim the Wolf Green. It was indeed Philadelphia. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Yeah, they were the Philadelphia Warriors. I'm an idiot. It's noon. But this was a hell of a match, Tim.
Sure. Sports.
All right, we'll go ahead. We'll get into some post-match interviews, starting with our winner today, the incomparable Jim Green. You have won. How do you feel? And are you excited to move on to round 2?
I played bad. Should have won that by KO. Missed a few easier ones in round 1. I knew Germany was 14 and France was 18, but I couldn't remember who that 2010 World Cup winner was, and I honestly couldn't tell you about what team Eddie Lacy's career after like one good season he had. But yeah, if I would have just spun first, I would have got NFL, and we would have went home we would have went home 5 minutes earlier because I knew all of those for 2 points. And then UFC, just that strategy at the end there. I should have just said 1 because as everyone knows, if somebody guesses a number, you always go plus or minus 1. So JD would have guessed 2, and he would have been wrong. I knew it was 2 or 3. Guessed the wrong number, but oh well. I don't. Who am I playing next?
One Sean Wasserkrug, another rookie for you.
He is the guy that I lost to in sports debate, where he just made up numbers, and the judges were like, "Yep, that makes sense. Sure." 2 underdog teams that are 13-3 sounds good to us. So yeah, that'll be a much more fun match, because I think Sean's a little more well-rounded than JD. So no offense to JD, but yeah, on to the next one.
Absolutely, but yeah, big around you are now in the quarterfinals tournament against Sean Wasserkrug. Congratulations!
Yeah.
And we will now
Lucas. Fuck you, Lucas.
Yep, fuck you, Lucas. All right, we'll move over to our fortunate loser today, JD. Not the strongest showing from you, maybe no performance you wanted to have. What do you think?
Just proving that I don't know that much sports trivia, so if it's not common knowledge, I apparently don't know it. Oh, hey, Jim Green, congrats on the win against the Miami Dolphins of players.
All right, the Miami Dolphins of players is what you call yourself after today. Might be a correct nickname, unfortunately. Is there a world in which you see yourself continuing in sports? Is there someone you want to try and play and maybe try and get another win on? What do you think?
I doubt it, because I apparently don't. This was a real shock to know, to be like, hey, you think you know sports? Fuck you. You don't. So I don't know if I'm going to continue. If I will, it might be like more than 6 months, but I'll let y'all know if I ever want to pursue this.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you didn't win today, but did you have fun? Did you have fun? Because that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Well, then our job was not accomplished. But we'll go ahead. We'll go to Tim Brzakala at the desk. That was a match. We're wrapping it up. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts are: this was a sports match. I saw it. 2 people played. They answered questions, and 1 person won. And now we move on.
Thank you. Absolute succinction. All right. So the guys, that is our penultimate round 1 match. Stay tuned, because the match you're all waiting for, the stipulation match, me versus Brooklyn Vail, will be coming up real soon. I will be playing Brooklyn Vail in a number 1 contenders match, except he doesn't want it to be a number 1 contenders match. So if I beat Brooklyn, I'm playing Cody for the title. If Brooklyn wins, Brooklyn is back in the tournament and moving on to round 2 to face Thomas Scully, because fuck him. All right, so that's going to do it for us. That has been Jim. That has been JD. That has been Tim. I have been Caleb. This has been Battlefield. We will see you guys real soon with another great round 1 match.